Hi guys. I need to water that plant and I need to water that plant. That's what I see. Good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Those of you who have been following on Instagram have seen some things and I decided to make a video to talk about it. So there's a lot going on in my life right now, me personally. So I'll start off by saying that dating as a widower is something that you can't imagine for a while after losing your love, after losing, in my case, my wife. And you just don't even, your brain just doesn't go there. It doesn't think that way. It doesn't open up. It's a closed off heart. And it's a scary thing to eventually open up your heart again and allow it to love again. Jenny and I had many conversations about this particular time in my life. Most of the time I did not want to listen. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to talk to her about it. I didn't want to entertain that idea. Because my wife, in my eyes, wasn't going anywhere. But Jen, with everything else, always knew exactly what was going to happen, and she knew what to say. She knew what to plan for, always. It's amazing to me how many things she predicted would happen. And we had many conversations about love and loving again. And one thing she told me, well, she told me many things, but she said, when it gets to that time, you're going to have to open your heart. And when you love someone, she said, Kyle, you love hard. You fall, and you will fall for someone. And she had told me that God and her were going to send me someone. She's like, we're going to make it happen. She said, you're too young. You have too much love to give. You've got our babies who need a mommy in their life. And just be open to that idea. Do not close off your heart. And I was like, yeah. And I remember her and I read a post together about a widower who was trying to find love again. And it's hard for people to fathom unless you're in the scenario. My love for Jenny will never change. It will never falter. It will never grow weaker. It is always going to be that beautiful, strong love that we created and molded together. And it is never going anywhere. That will always be in my heart. We saw it described, Jenny and I, as a grieving person, someone who's either grieving the loss of a loved one, maybe a divorce, maybe a breakup in a relationship that was very serious, a partnership, whatever it is. Your heart is broken and severed. It's not lost, but it's broken and severed. And for me, when you lose a spouse by way of an accident or cancer or whatever, and you lose them, you always have that love for them in your heart. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't dissipate. It didn't lessen. You lost that person unexpectedly. You weren't planning to lose your spouse, at my case, at 35 years old or whatever I was, 33. So what I saw it described as is when you love again in grief, you grow a second heart. You grow another heart. And that heart opens up and expands and starts to grow very carefully, very safely at a distance. And then it just opens up completely because your heart already knows how to love. In my case, I had a perfect marriage with Jen. I will stand by that until the day that I die. And I believe, and Jenny and I talked about this, that you can find another perfect relationship. You can find another soulmate. You can find another person that you love completely and utterly and deeply. What I think people get confused on is, or they get a little upset at, is when they think it's either one or the other. Either you love this person completely or you love Jen, you gotta pick one. And that doesn't exist in my mind. And I don't think you know it until you're in the shoes that I'm in. So there's that. And Jenny and I talked about this. Jenny and I agreed before she passed that a human being can have more than one soulmate. Do I think I was destined to be with Jenny? 100%. I was destined to meet Jenny. I was destined to fall in love with Jenny. I was destined to be a parent with Jenny. I was destined to grow with Jenny. And cancer took all that away. And I also think I was destined to meet another person and fall in love and open my heart again and grow my second heart in love and have a mommy for my children and have a spouse and a partner to do life with. And it's more than just having a spouse and a partner to do life with. It's being able to truly grab life and enjoy it fully with the passion of love and the passion of caring and the passion of partnership in a relationship. That is something that I believe a lot of humans need and crave, and I crave it. I don't like being alone. I don't love it. But I've gotten so used to it that that's just kind of the way that I've obviously been living my life. So going backwards to opening my heart to dating again, to trying to find someone again, very scary. For me, I met Jen when I was 16, and we fell in love pretty quickly. And then we had little spouts where we weren't really together, and we dated a little bit here and there, but sorry, I get distracted. But I've basically been with Jen my whole life. And so I don't have a lot of experience with dating and with finding love and with being out there. So it's really terrifying when you have to start doing it again. And you don't have to. There's some people who don't wish to, but I crave love and I crave a relationship and I crave a partnership and I love taking care of someone and I love taking care of a family and I want my kids to have a mother figure in their life. And so you start putting yourself out there and you have a guarded heart and you have, you're careful and you have certain things you look for. Like obviously I'm looking for someone who has qualities in the marriage that I had previous, right? I loved my marriage and our communication and our love and our affection and the way that we parented and the way that we went through life. I mean, that's what you naturally are going to go looking for. But the key to remember is you're never going to replace that person, and nor should you. What you're doing is just trying to find love again. And so I put myself out there just a tad, a little bit ago. And you just, you're just like seeing and whatever. And then someone unexpectedly comes into your life and completely changes everything. Completely changes the way that you breathe, the way that you think, the way that you eat, the way that you sleep, the way that you talk. And I felt this huge change within my body, within my soul, within my heart, within my spirit after meeting this special, special someone. And I get emotional because you don't think it's possible after you watch your wife die and they wheel her away. You don't think it's possible you're ever going to feel happiness again truly in your heart. You can have happy days, you can have happy moments, you can have happy memories, you can remember the good times, but you feel like in your heart that's it. That's all I got. And then someone comes in your life and completely changes all that you know. Like that. I feel so honored and blessed and grateful that this amazing person has entered my life. I understand by putting myself on the internet, I'm, putting myself out there. But also there's a little privacy that we, desire a little bit. But we are making sure to be safe with my children, right? And people are like, oh, so when are they meeting and blah, blah, blah. That is, something that we still have to discuss and something that we still have to plan out. I want to make sure that my kids feel completely safe and protected and are not caught off guard. And so that's something that Jenny and I have talked about, and that's something that this new person and I have talked about thoroughly. We want to make sure we're doing the best we can for the children. And one thing I've said, and I've made clear to just the world, is that if I love again and if I'm giving my heart up again, I want to make sure that Jenny is forever a part of my life, is forever a part of my kids' lives, is forever a part of our conversations, is forever a part of our daily life. And meeting someone who not only is excited and thrilled to do that and be a part of it, loves Jenny wholeheartedly, passionately, and wants to make sure my babies are safe and protected, and wants to make sure that Jenny's legacy goes on forever, and wants to make sure that the children know that that is their mommy, and that more people to love them, the better. And so all these things you have to navigate when you go into a new relationship as me, a single father widower who's trying to love again. And you have to be careful because, you're worried that you're going to put yourself out there and maybe it's not received well. And what I've learned is that when you meet someone, and in my case, when you know, you know. When you know, you know. And as soon as I met this girl, I knew. I knew. Instantly. I know it now, I knew it then, and I will continue to know it. So a couple things I would ask from you guys is grace, and in us exploring this new chapter of our life. Patience as we explore this new chapter of our life. And one thing that Jenny and I both wanted going forward is to be able to love again and accept that person more than just fine, it's okay. No, accept that person with a whole heart. And I am very happy for the first time in a long time. Overjoyed. My heart is so full, it's bursting. I'm so happy. This is the first time in a very long time that I've cried tears of happiness and not complete sadness. This new chapter of my life is exciting. There are nerves, but not really, because I know how I feel. And I feel it with my whole heart and my whole being and my whole existence. Exactly what Jenny said I would feel. Not a doubt in my mind how I feel. I'm so excited to enter into this new chapter and explore what's to come in my future. But I am so excited for my future. I am so excited for what's to come. I am so excited for what the future holds for our family. Because our family has so much love to give. My kids, myself, we have so much love to give. And to be able to find someone to give that love to is such an amazing feeling. And to meet someone who has so much love to give, an incredible amount of love to give, an incredible heart, an incredible beauty, an incredible personality and faith and like-minded thinking as myself, to just find that, it doesn't feel real. It does not feel real. My mind is blown. I'm taken aback. But what I'm learning to do is live in this moment right now. There are so many things you can plan for and look forward to and worry about or whatever. I'm not with this human being. at all. I'm happy. I'm smiling. And I'm so excited to enter this new chapter of my life. And I cannot believe that God and Jenny have given me this second opportunity. This second opportunity to open my heart again. I cannot believe it. I'm so grateful. My heart is like, the feeling I have in my body is uncontrollable. But again, for anyone who's doing this, dating as a widower or someone who's lost their spouse for whatever reason, it's not easy, especially when you have children. There are a lot of things you have to take into account. There's a lot of things you have to be careful about. But I know that when I find someone, and I did, who has all the things you're looking for and makes you feel complete, you don't take that lightly. And I'm not. So I'm so excited to open my heart, to grow my second heart every day, to allow that love and that friendship and that beauty to continue to grow bigger than it already is. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful for you guys hearing me out. I understand that some of you may not feel comfortable with this or love this, but ultimately, Jenny and I talked about this, and going forward, it's something I have to do for me and my children and my family. And I truly believe in my heart that I deserve to be happy, truly, truly happy. And I found someone who makes me feel that way. So I'm really excited on what's to come. Stay tuned. I need to film more. I've been really slacking on that, and I want to, but this is a start. Me admitting that my heart is completely taken right now, completely open to this new relationship, and excited to watch it continue to blossom every day. I love you guys. I love this community. Thank you guys for supporting. And I'll give you updates soon. Find me on Instagram if you haven't already. I've posted a couple things on there. I love you guys.